Hi and welcome to my channel. We're up to the rising sign of Cancer, or as I like to say, Cancerian. Ooh, throat clearing here. That might have something to do. Something might come through. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah. So anyway, for the month of November, the rest of the month ahead. Now I'll just quickly say that the video talking about the overall astrology, the main highlights of astrology, that video will be found on my community tab. That's the first post. Just click on the video and it'll open up. Now that video isn't a card reading, it's showing the charts and talking about the astrology, which actually dovetails your reading. And what I do in that is I don't just talk about the main moon phases of new and full, that sort of thing, but I do talk about the eclipses, any retrogrades, but in this particular one that I've done, I wanted to point out some major aspects that had happened. Now, this was on the 1st of November with the new moon in sidereal Virgo. There was a couple of aspects going on there, and so I talk about that as well, because not just about the energies and what aspects they were in their signs, but actually I give examples of how it played out in the real world, and what way you can interpret that for yourself in your own, with your own chart, or at least even with just the transits themselves for yourself. So there's that, because it's also not just what happened on the 1st of November as in the aspects, but these similar aspects are going to happen again in early December. So it's a good idea to check that out to see what sort of things happened then, to then know how to prepare for the next one, so to speak. Other than that, gee, yeah, my throat's going. Other than that, I'd just say check out the pinned comment of this video, and also a couple of links in the description box of this video would be, you might find helpful as well. Okay, with all that being said, I think we'll jump into the cards now and see what came through for November for you guys for the Cancerian risers. So jump in and, ooh, Jupiter. Jupiter's about expansion and growth, and in this particular deck, it's one of the auspicious lucky cards to get in the deck. So getting the Jupiter card is good. Now, right now, Jupiter is retrograde in sidereal Taurus. Taurus is about values, self-worth, luxuries, money. I think I said self-worth. That's just a basic roundabout idea of what the Taurus sign is about with regards to Jupiter wanting to expand. With it being in retrograde, it doesn't mean you can't expand. It just means taking a closer look at what you can expand, or what's stopping you from expanding, or what's expanded too much that something else hasn't, or something else has somehow been thwarted in some way. That sort of thing you can look at. Venus. Okay. Well, Venus isn't retrograde and won't be until next year. So she's direct. Now you've got 10th house. Expanding values with career and ambitions. Interesting. Uranus. Well, you've got quite a few planets so far, haven't you? Breaking free from the norm, being eclectic, being unpredictable, not wanting to stay with the status quo, which Saturn 10th house Capricorn likes. But yeah, maybe that's a thing. Gemini. Okay, so now we've got a sign. We've got a house and a sign. Capricorn's not in your 10th, by the way. The Capricorn energy is the 10th house. Aries is in your 10th. So sort of ploughing ahead really quickly with your career. But Gemini's in your 12th, which is the Pisces house. Maybe, so far from what I'm seeing, maybe there's your career could have a shake-up by bringing in some Piscean themes. Because Gemini, you communicate your Piscean things, how you communicate the Piscean themes. Yeah, so far it seems like good luck. So yeah, 12th house. Oh, yeah, 12th house, Piscean house in Gemini. Okay, so that's reiterated. Not seeing anything negative, so I think it's tapping into the positive bits of Pisces, like art. Music is art. Psychic abilities, dreamy, expansive thinking, because Jupiter's the co-ruler, Neptune as well, but Jupiter's the co-ruler of Pisces and 12th house themes. Last quarter moon, okay, so now we've got full moon energy. This is the square, which challenges you. See, it might just simply be about making tweaks and changes, because full moons can be about letting go of something so that something better can come along, or making tweaks and changes to something that you already brought in, perhaps, so that it can work in a better way, so that when the new moon comes, you can bring in new and better from there. Okay. Waning gibbous. This is after the full moon. So, yeah, full moon energies. Okay, so now we're looking at... Yeah, because they're both full moons before the new moon hits. So, see, full moon there. Okay, time frames. Full moon. Full moons happened. This is a 3-day window directly after the full moon. Full moon happens, I don't know, everywhere, but over here it's on the 16th, and it's full moon in Taurus. Venus ruled Taurus. Okay, what you value. Okay, what you value, Venus. Okay, so the full moon's in Taurus. Definite reiteration both times, so 3-day window directly after. So we're looking at probably around the 19th for that time frame. And then for this time frame, it'd be around the 23rd of November, 19th and then 23rd. Might be significant around those time frames or between it. Pisces. Wow. Okay. Pisces is in your 9th. That hasn't come through yet. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Pisces. It's in the Sag house. So I was talking about Pisces themes, or Pisces house themes with Gemini. Leo, okay. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. Okay. Well, considering with all the full moon energy, the negatives of Pisces can be self-sabotage, addictions, breaking free of that, breaking free of addictions. Because this is good luck. In this deck, the Jupiter is considered good luck in this deck. And smack bang next to it is Venus, which is about values and self-worth and money and valuables and luxuries and whatnot. So that's expanding that. I think what's got to happen perhaps here is clearing out anything that's sabotaging that. Because we're looking at 10th house and 12th. So I feel like, because 12th is near the moon phases, right? The full moon phases. Well, after the full moon, but it's full moon energy, right? And that's the 12th house right there, the Piscean 12th house. And this, if we were going along one line, well, it'd be sandwiching it, because there's your Pisces house, then and then you've got your Pisces sign. So Pisces is definitely reiterated 3 times, because Gemini is in your Pisces house. So I think it's about clearing away some sort of sabotage in some way, so you can bring in this new, expansive, luxurious energy, I want to say. Probably some help with money. 10th house, here we go. I was going to say help with money. Your achievements and status in the outside world. And this is in the middle. So, yeah, I think there's room for some advancement with your career in some way. But you've first got to clear out some sort of sabotage of some type. That may not be self-sabotage. It might be something or someone else sabotaging you. But if it's self-sabotage, then you already know exactly what's going down, and you've got to sort of deal with it. Have self-belief and focus on that you can get through this, that you can clear this, and open the way for this to come in. Believe in yourself. Be proud and passionate. Not puffed up with pride, not arrogant. Just have a healthy sense of pride, like the lion, and passion. So that the passion, with Venus, for instance, bringing that in a good way, and what you value, 9th house. Sag house, seeking. Well, there's the ode to Pisces again. And might I add that although no one's really talking about the eclipses anymore, because they've pretty much been and gone for most people, but we can still feel the energies at least 3 months either side of the eclipses, which means we're still very close to the eclipse times, because we had one in October and one in September. And we're talking Pisces, and Pisces was the full moon eclipse. And again, you've got the full moon. You didn't have the eclipse card, but yeah. Might be a good thing that you didn't have the eclipse card, so it wasn't so potent. Libra, the idealist. Libra's in your 4th, which is home and family. The ideal way of living, the ideal connections with family or those who feel like family. But yeah, I think something needs to be cleared out of the way that's a block. It's the negative of Pisces, I think, in terms of maybe sabotage, addictions, it might just simply be getting too caught up in the ethers and being too dreamy, getting into fantasy land a little too much. Finding that balance, because there's nothing wrong with having, a fantasy or dream here or there, but as long as you don't sort of get caught up in it. Because whatever it is needs to be cleared so it can open the way for the right things to expand. Love, luxury, valuables, money, that sort of thing. Because your 10th house has come through twice, as has your 9th, really. 3rd house, perception. How do you perceive things? How do you perceive your situation? Wait a second. I think I might do a fold over thing sort of like this so they can all squeeze in. Okay, because I've got a couple more coming in, which is Neptune, dreams. Actually, I don't think I'll fit another one there, so I think I'll just go. That was a waste of my time. Oh well. And yours. Sorry. Anyway. Neptune dreams. What are your dreams? Because it doesn't see, there might be some clearing of self. This could be a two-edged sword, because it could be, could be some clearing of the negatives of Pisces so that you can then open the way for the positives of Pisces and Neptune, So that you can focus on your dreams rather than allowing yourself to be caught up in anything negative. Moon feelings. Exactly. Pisces the mystic. There's a hell of a lot of Pisces, Neptune, 12th house energies here. You can be the mystic of your own life, I want to say. Carve out the life you want by clearing away the negatives and bringing in the positives of Pisces, communicating that. So remember, this is 12th house here. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is where Pisces sits, 9th house Sag, expansion, growth, travel, philosophy, higher learning, like college, university, can be religion, organized religion, belief systems, teaching, learning, might be something like that. So there might be, this is again the two-edged sword sort of thing, or not, a two-edged sword is probably not exactly what I mean, but there are two sides to it, where one is clear away the negative of it, sabotage or whatever, or whatever it might be that seems to be a block in holding you back, and then jump into the Sag Pisces Neptune energies from then that can bring about your Jupiter Venus, breaking the status quo, breaking the monotony by clearing away whatever the issue might be and bringing in the new. These may have reversals. We'll walk through it if there is. What if we got, whoa, okay, we've got a reversal already. Aries act. So you haven't taken action, Or maybe you felt like you couldn't take action. But this is telling you it is time to take action about this. Communicate it. Because you've got the Gemini house with Gemini sign. This also might reiterate, although it's not Mars, is it? Mars rules Aries, though. I was going to say it might reiterate the fact that we're moving into Mars retrograde. I touch on that too in the other video. Oh wow, Venus beloved. Well, we got Venus there. Yeah, because you haven't taken action to clear this, I think, is what, or you've avoided it. You've avoided dealing with it. Maybe it's, you know, in the too hard basket kind of deal. But by dealing with it, then you can turn this around. So I want to turn these around now. By taking action, then all the Venus things will be expanded and brought in. What do you consider as beloved in your life in terms of the Venus energies? What is this? North Node. There you go. This is upright. Moving to your future. Yay. Exactly. I have to move these across. I'm sorry if they're not in the camera, but I can't really do a lot about it. I tried a new, what do you call it, a new angle, but I've already been knocking the camera, so I don't know that I'll be able to keep this angle for much longer. I don't know. But it hasn't really, I don't think it's changed much anyway. But anyway. This is a good card to have upright. You're heading towards your North Node, and that's what we're all supposed to do. So all you need to do is turn this guy around like I just did, take the action to clear away whatever's blocking so that you can open the way for this wonderful, abundant energy to come in. Mercury messages. Again, well, these were in reverse, so until you go, right, I'm going to take some action, then you can get your messages coming through as well. Things going to make more sense. Wow, you got a few of these. Sun, source. Well, this is also in reverse. Sun hasn't been shining, but it can. So I'm turning that around too. There you go. If you take the action, see how it's all moving along quite well? If they all came out this way. So, but it depends on whether you're going to take the action to look into that, and, you know, because we've got a few retrogrades running at the moment, not Mercury, but like as if it was Mercury retrograde anyway, all the retrogrades ask you to take a second look, right? So by having the courage to dare to jump in and go, you know what, I'm going to look at this, because Aries is in your 10th house. This is about your career. Maybe there's been some sort of stifling with your career and not much abundance coming from that area. So something has to be cleared. That's the whole point. Something has to be cleared. Because you're seeking a measure of freedom within your working life, I'm guessing. And the only way to do that is to clear whatever the block is. Look at what you can do to clear the block. Take the action to turn this guy around. This guy was already there saying you are moving towards your North Node. You just have to take some action. Then you'll get the messages and the information you need, and then the sun will shine on you again. What else? Retrograde review. We were just talking about that. Taking another look at things. Yeah, this is exactly what's going on here. You could take a close look be courageous. Take a look at what might be stopping you up and holding you back. Jupiter abundance. Two things here. You're not feeling abundant at the moment because this is in reverse, see? But the second thing is, again, Jupiter's retrograde. I already mentioned that. Why did I? Because you opened with Jupiter, yeah. Doesn't mean you can't have abundance. I think this is reiterating the retrograde, which happens to be in Taurus, which is about money. And the Taurus house is where Leo is sitting. Okay. But yeah, taking action by taking another look. Neptune vision. A couple of things came to mind. What's your vision? And hold your vision. Because this is again in reverse. It's time to review things so that you can get a vision of what you want for your future. But first you have to clear that out to get this vision, to get the messages that your I don't know, your higher self, your mind wants to tell you, but probably you've been too busy focused on what's not working. So it's not working. So look at anything, even the smallest action, gesture, whatever, to make improvements in that area of whatever's holding you back, whatever's making you stuck. Because then everything else is going to turn around and start flowing freely, and you'll have your abundance again, or abundance will come in if it hasn't already. But yeah, you'll get you'll get the messages you need. You know, your mind will work clearly. It's like kind of in tarot, the Ace of Swords. You know, getting that clarity is what I mean. So, which will bring the sun back into your life, because you took the time to review things and look into what might be sabotaging you. And by doing that, you're clearing the way, or at least starting to clear the way. So you're opening to abundance, and you can have a vision for the future. Really, be excited for the future as a result. Okay, what do the numerology want to tell you? Moderation, yes. Heart chakra color, and green gives me the nature, color of nature. Maybe you need to jump out into nature somehow to fill your cup, you know. And let out some tension, perhaps, if there is any tension. There's probably worries, though. This is the base chakra, so this is about grounding and stability and security, and it can be material stability as well. And we've got 10th house 3 times. And we've got Pisces as well. And as I said, the eclipse in Pisces would have been in your 9th. Which again doesn't mean it's been and gone. The energies are still around, so this could still be. But you didn't get the eclipse card, so I don't think this is so much a warning about the eclipse. I just think it's taking notice of those energies, both Pisces and Aries in the 10th. Pisces in, the 9th, and then Aries in the 10th. One, emotional vitality, personal power. 4, the number of the builder. 5 is freedom and change. Like I said about Sag, that loves their freedom. The Centaur just loves doing his own thing. Self-discipline, well, yeah. And look, these are opposites of, oh, wow, they really are opposites of each other. Red, red, green, green, 1, 4, 4, 1. I just went through the numbers. Self-discipline, so that's 55, 5, 5. What's this guy? Synchronicity. Well, these are synchronicity. This purple is often a colour used to in feng shui as a cure for money issues, so that might be a thing too. Pink, heart chakra again, stability and money with the 8th house. 8th house. Whoa, 8th house. Aquarius. That might mean something. 8th house. Aquarius didn't come through. Aquarius is the opposite to Leo. Friendships. That might mean something to someone, the Aquarius sign. It could be your sun sign. Anyway, synchronicity, synchronize the energies. See, this is why I've turned them all around. You can actually, by taking that action to look into it, you then synchronize everything else. See how it's all been synchronized into uprights instead of all of them being reversed. Remember, this guy was the only one upright, I think. Oh, this and that. The rest were in reverse, but by taking the action, turning this around, taking the action, you then maneuver everything to synchronize upright for you, you know, if that makes sense. In that way, so you can work at doing that in your own experience, life experience. So 8, money and stability. 7, the mind and creativity, and I always think that number 7 is lucky as well. And we've got the heart chakra colour there as well. So relationships and compassion, which can also be extended to yourself. Balance, emotional balance, love, self-love. An 8 and 7 is 6, which is temporary opportunity, focus, detail, and dignity, which I think again makes sense here. Okay, so now we've got a couple of abundance messages, so let's have a look what you've got there. One of abundance's many corollaries is that the brighter your light shines, the more you attract everything, moths and butterflies, at which point you begin learning what to celebrate and what to let fly on by, or whom. Flame on the universe. Beloved, letting go of something, so maybe it's making more time for yourself as well. Or it could be a what? Let the sabotage fly on by so you can get your abundance coming in again. Or for the first time, who knows? Take it as it resonates. Plan the celebration now. Oh, this is good. Plan the celebration now. Sweep the floor, clean the slate, pick a date, window shop, buy a few things, go out on a limb, rearrange the furniture, pick some flowers, take some time off. No, not necessarily because the tipping point has been reached, but because this is how you reach it. How's today looking? The universe. Right. Yeah. Work in synchronicity with the universe by doing all this stuff, like, you know, maneuver things in a way as if you're about to celebrate, and then that you're bringing in that energy that way. See, because look, you're going to have something to celebrate. Jupiter's here twice. all you've got to do is take that, be courageous enough to take that action to look into what is slowing you down, what is the ball and chain that you don't need to hang on to anymore. I mean, don't get overwhelmed by it. Just sort of any small action you can take is still going to lead you to your north node. It's still going to have you moving towards your north node, right? So you're still going to be able to turn all these around that were in reverse. Have a vision for your future, which is with abundance and the sun shining on you and clear communication and clarity of thought, you know, like I said with Ace of Swords, having clarity about your life, about things moving forward, especially in your career, what you value, what you feel is beloved to you, and also yourself. Treat yourself as beloved as well, not in an arrogant, self-absorbed way, but, you know, in a way that empowers and gives you self-worth. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got a couple of angel messages. Blessings. Love, light, blessings. Through this card you are being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way, yes, and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart desires. There you go. Here's your vision, yes. You are being lovingly guided along your golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your true essence, the infinite and eternal you. Congratulations. I'm going to put that there, I think. Invitation. We, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. Share with us your fears and concerns as well as your joys and pleasures. There is no need to be formal, for we have known you since before the dawn of time. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself, and we love you just as you are. Guardian angel, trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. Be patient. Yes, self-discipline. Have some patience. Have some patience, because what you want will come to you. All you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Give me a divine timing idea here. Healing, yay. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Okay. Maybe that's what's holding you back and screwing up your career chances. Some sort of physical problem. Maybe you're unwell at the moment, or you need to look at your health maybe. Did we get Virgo? Yeah, third house is in Virgo. Yeah, third house is in Virgo for you. So there you go. Heal you physically. You might have some sort of thing stopping you up that way with your health. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. There you go. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. There you go. Synchronicity. Synchronize the healing by clearing it away, whatever's holding you back, so that you can open up to the abundance and fix up that career side of things, your career and ambition, your 10th house, your work, your career, your ambition, how you bring in your money, I guess. But yeah, I think that's the focus there. Look to that, review what might be holding you back that might have something to do with health. well, it says physically, may be physical for some, it may be emotional for others, like, or you know, a fear, maybe healing some sort of fear around career in some way, self-deception perhaps, because this is about perception, Virgo in the third. How you communicate and view is like a Virgo, you know, health, duty, service to others, that sort of thing. Might it be a perception you have, or it's, you know, health has so many aspects to it, not just physical health or emotional health or mental health, or, you know, financial health, you know, things like that, or the health of how you perceive certain things is not necessarily mental health under that umbrella, but it's, you know, a perception that's unhealthy, that's blocking you and holding you back from getting abundance, you know, and getting your career on track the way you're actually wanting to, not just going for something for the sake of bringing money in, but something you actually love, that you enjoy doing, you know. Knowing what to celebrate and what to let fly on by. And start, you know, rearranging things in order to bring in that more celebratory energy to bring in the abundance. Because it's all here, ready to go, really. Synchronizing all these, you know, bringing that abundance in, because just because that was in reverse doesn't mean you won't get abundance, because we've got Jupiter in retrograde, so it's asking you, right next to it is retrograde, see, so there you go, it's reiterated it anyway. So it's not meaning you can't get abundance or that it's going to slow down or anything like that. It could be that it had been slow, but here's your chance to review what's blocking it so that it can open the way again, even with Jupiter in retrograde, which technically all the retrogrades are just, I think I said this earlier anyway, that they're just wanting you to focus closer on those energies. It doesn't mean things screech to a halt. And so, yeah, this is review right next to it. And we've got Aries Act, which, remember, that was in reverse. And that's your 10th. So, yeah, taking the action to review what's blocking you with regards to your career that may in some form be connected to health, you know, Virgo, how you communicate health related ideas, things, situations, or how you deal with your physical health, your financial health, emotional health, or as I said, certain ways you perceive things that have been blocking you perhaps. I can't do X, Y, Z because, you know, everyone says, or I grew up believing, being told that this wasn't a possibility or whatever. Or, you know, the perception of I have to work my fingers to the bone every day or whatever for the rest of my life, and having a side business or, you know, is not good. I have to have an actual job working for someone else, you know, rather than making a career online. You know, it could be anything really. That might sound ridiculous, but to someone else it might actually be like that they're like, stopping themselves from opening up to something like that, because it's like, what will other people think? Perceptions, fears and perceptions, because Neptune as well, the negative of that, it can be bringing about fears, which aren't necessarily warranted. And they can, simple things like that, or things that seem simple like that, can really be putting a cog in a spanner in the works, so to speak, without even realizing, the sort of sabotaging without even knowing you're doing it, because you've taken on someone else's philosophy or whatever, No, break that. Uranus is asking you to break any chains that bind or whatever, So yeah, that's what it's about. It's about reviewing what might be the block to holding you back, and even a small step in the right direction to try and clear that, even if you don't fully clear it, at least making a start if you recognize and acknowledge what it might be that's blocking you from opening up to the abundance of your career in whatever form that is, whether it's working from home, whether it's making an online business or whatever. For instance, that's just some examples. But yeah, that definitely clear something up to open the way for something much better, and, start rearranging things now to bring in that abundance and all the happy vibes, and actually once again have a vision for your future that you're actually looking forward to. Love, light and blessings. You deserve to be and have all your heart desires. You are being lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your true essence. Infinite and potential, infinite and eternal you. Potential, because you haven't done it yet. Yeah, here's it. Accept the blessings about to come your way. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect time. Yeah, and that means focus only as well on love of yourself, because that's a big thing with Venus. Money and self-worth, and relationships if it's Libra. Did we get Libra? Yes. The relationship can be with yourself as well, but the relationships, friendships, the Libra house isn't just about romantic, relationships in that sense. It's all relationships. Business relationships, business partnerships, that might be another thing that you've sort of been warded off that, when that's probably what's been holding you back the whole time. If there's been some sort of perception you were taught that, it's not good to go into business with other people, or it's not good to go into business with a family member. If the thing is as well, if you, even with retrogrades, if you know the person well enough, you know enough about their history in that sense, that you're not jumping in blind, you know how they've acted within that arena, how they've acted towards you, if they've been trustworthy for, a significant amount of time, then it's pretty sure that you can't go wrong. Because that's another silly perception people have of, if there's a retrograde, especially when Mercury's retrograde. Oh, don't do anything, don't sign this, don't do that. But the retrogrades are here to change up what's not working so that you can bring in something better. And hiding in a cave and not going ahead and with things isn't making anything better because you're still staying stale. And that's not what the retrogrades want to teach us here. They want us to take another look at these energies. What would be in our best interest? What would work for us? Because you can sign up on things. You can sign for a loan or buy new things if it's fixing an issue. If you're just getting new things because you want new things for clout, it's always going to go wrong. But if you're trying to fix some issue, if something's missing or something's not working well and you need to replace it, for instance, that can definitely work in your favour. It's when we get our ego involved and we just want to do things for the sake of it, or for clout or whatever. That's when the retrogrades are going to screw us over. But otherwise, if we're doing everything to the best of our ability and, something either needs to be replaced or replenished in some way, then the retrogrades are going to work in our favour to bring that about for us. So working with them is going to be in our best interests. And Uranus is actually also retrograde in Taurus. So again, Uranus and Neptune and Jupiter are all, Saturn is actually too, but Saturn didn't come in here. So there's no heavy, serious energy. It's just a matter of, okay, what's the thing holding me back? Okay, now I can take even one tiny step. It's still a step in the right direction, right? Because you've got this upright, this north node. And then that's a step in the right direction to clear away any issues that might have been around your work life and money and values and probably self-worth as well. And expansion and growth, maybe study, travel with the Sag themes, because all that Pisces energy, we can't ignore that. Pisces in your ninth. I think moon feelings, I think things will balance out. Like I said, synchronicity. Synchronize things once you take that action to take another look. Take a bit of a review and go, is there something holding me back? What's this about? Could it be about health of some sort? The Virgo vibes, healing something. Seek it out because it can clear the way for a much better, abundant career life in whatever form you want that to be. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Cancerian risers, and wish you all the best of luck with these energies that hopefully it's made sense here, that hopefully you can jump into these energies to make it work in your favour because it all wants to. It's up to you whether you want to take that action or just do nothing and not get the abundance. Why would you do that? But, that's your choice. You're moving towards your north node one way or the other. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the best of luck, Cancerian risers. And until next time, bye for now.